Welcome to another Jamie Tries video. In this one I shall be trying a selection of products from We Love Cake. Now they love cake, but I'm not a huge fan, but my wife and I were interested in these products because they're gluten, wheat and milk free. And they were also knocked down as well, as you can see by the stickers on these products. So this is We Love Cake. The first one is Rumble in the Crumble. Yeah. These are apple crumble slices. So let's have a look. These have got 4 cake slices in them. Now, I am not a huge fan of the plastic wrapping around these products. Not a huge fan of that, but until they find another way to keep it fresh, then you know they will use it, I'm sure. But we can already see from inside here, these don't look very big at all, these apple crumble slices. As it is, if all 4 of these are of a similar size, these are nothing more than a little snack for me after dinner time. Never mind anybody else. So, this is what it looks like. This is it going in. My first impression as that went into my mouth was that it's quite sweet, but then apple is, isn't it? So yeah, that's a good observation. Yeah, but as I kept chewing it, it's very crumbly. It kind of melts in your mouth quite nicely, and very strong apple flavour in there. So if you're looking for a nice crumbly slice, I think, you know, you can't do any better than that. And of course, gluten-free as well. Wheat-free, milk-free. Yum. I think I'm going to give those, just off that first taste alone, a 3 out of 5. Are they worth the £2.30 that is the original price? Well, no. But are they worth 99p? Possibly, yes. Good for a taster. Maybe 150 would be good for a future price. The next product that I shall be trying are these rip-roaring raspberry ripple slices. My first impression of this is that it's a little bit more uniform than the apple crumble slices. However, the way in which that one is made, I think it would be quite hard to get like a uniform square or any kind of shape really. So it's a wonder that they've got it in the size that they have. If you've ever tried to make an apple crumble, you'll probably understand what I'm saying. These are raspberry ripple slices. They've got this sort of dried raspberry on the top with a bit of icing there, and I assume some kind of raspberry in the middle perhaps. Let's try them. Quite fancy, aren't they? You remember when I said that I wasn't a fan of cake? In this regard, I lied. But that is actually really nice. It's got the sogginess that you get with sort of gluten-free stuff. You know, it's perhaps not as solid as you would expect, but it's just pure cakiness in there, and just that taste of raspberry and the sweetness from the icing as well. Really, really nice. I could imagine having these like after dinner or something, as with most of these things. And the size of it is about what you would expect for a product like this. So I think for these, I'm going to give these 4 out of 5 because that's just cake, you know? It's just cake, and most of the time, you've got to love cake, even though I'm not a huge fan of cake. How many times can I say cake? Cake, 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 cake. Yeah. So I like the raspberryness. It's not too sweet. there, and I think they've done a really nice job. Again, is it worth £2.30? Probably not. I'll save that for later. Is it worth £2.30? No. Probably again £1.50. But again, the fact that these are reduced probably tells you why they were so expensive, I guess. Yeah, or what is it? What am I trying to say? I think what I'm trying to say is that the price point isn't there, but it probably would be lower if more people bought it. So yeah, do try that one. That was really good. Let's continue the alliteration with Totally Toffee, sticky toffee slices. Now, first off, the other ones had fun names. What is it with this? Totally Toffee. It's not exactly rip-roaring raspberry ripple or rumble in the crumble. You know, those are fun names. Totally Toffee is like, yeah, it's 5 o'clock. Let's just name it and get out of here. Yeah. So these are sticky toffee slices. And these are a tiny bit smaller than the raspberry ripple slices, but look at that crumbliness on the top. I mean, the slight glaze and yet matte appearance of it. Oh, look at the way that's shining in the light. Wow. Yes, I want to eat you. I think I have to be totally honest. I'm kind of underwhelmed by that because it looks so appetizing and yet it's just toffee. Well, again, totally toffee. It's like, yeah, but I kind of expected something else in there, like another little thing going on, you know? I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's not as sweet as the other two, which is kind of nice. It's still got that cakey texture of the raspberry ripple, and it just about curves off its sweetness, unlike the apple crumble slices. But I'm just kind of underwhelmed by it, I think. Probably because it's brown, and when I see something that's brown I expect chocolate, and instead it's toffee. I mean, I do like the chewy toffees, like they're really good, but that's more of a sensation thing than a flavour thing, isn't it? So yeah, that's okay. I think I'm going to give these a 3 out of 5, 2.5 out of 5, I think. Maybe after a couple more of these I will think differently, but for now that's what I'm sticking with. To be fair to them, after having it a few times, it probably would become one of my favourites, I guess. I mean, I noticed by looking at the ingredients, this has got oat flour in it, the other one has rice flour. I think it makes the cake on this one just that tiny bit nicer, but I'm not quite sure how. I think it's maybe the texture, it's just a tiny little bit not so crumbly as that one. Is it worth £2.30? No, but again, more people buy it, maybe the price will come down and not just on a reduced. So have you tried any of these products before, and what did you make of them? Let me know in the comments below. Rate, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you once again for another Jamie Tries video.